There's a huge aspect of a gap that, if I may say, that actually speak to the informal sector. And what we've realized is that there's a requirement for us to also serve our informal sector. One of the biggest informal sector, of course, is the domestic workers, our nannies, our caregivers, our drivers, and so on. So we saw it necessary to actually fill that gap and ensure that we actually giving them an insurance. This is also the bigger strategy of course, speaking to the insurance penetration in our market. On penetration, I can actually speak into maybe two things. Number one is how we package our products. And most of the time we've seen our products are more of borrowed from different markets. But now actually to address that, as we are here today, is how do we repackage our products to speak to our market? And that's why that aspect of packaging our products. The second aspect is, of course, on distribution. How are we reaching to each and every person who needs insurance? So, and the critical thing is that we've been able to design and come up with ways of how we can be able to distribute this, including the big aspect of digital distribution. We are at a lower level. I think when you speak, we are at around 3%, still maybe 2.7 to 3%. As compared to some major markets, I think for South Africa, it's more than 8% and so on. And of course, how do we then scale it up to ensure that we are catching up with the mature market? So critically, these products or such products should be able to speak to that as we go along. Minet is a big brand as well, and Britam is a big brand. From the aspect of branding, number one, the two giants coming together, we should be able to realize that. The second aspect is on the vision. We purposely and redesign and saw it that we kind of share the same vision. In terms of innovation, in terms of the aspect of even co-creating and coming up with new products and so on. So the reason why we thought it should be necessary for us to partner with Britam is the shared vision and of course our distribution network as well. Minet, we are critical to our customers. Our customers comes first. And of course now addressing the untapped market in terms of the customer service, then this would speak firstly to that aspect of the customer centricity. Second is that our Minet vision is to ensure that we are able to touch more lives when it comes to insurance and even our service in terms of the risk mitigation. We are known for the best or being the best risk advisors in the market. So when we're able to identify some risk, including now our informal sector, then that speaks to our vision as Minet Kenya. So largely, speaking to the vision of our customers and the bigger reach of the market as well. For employers, in fact, the target market for us is the people who are employed, and they have people who are unemployed in their space. So this speaks to you. Please, let's ensure that we are able to take care of our people as well, who work for us at home, who make our life so easy, to be able to provide and be productive at workplace. And again, what we've said is that when we find a healthy employee, then productivity goes high. It's critical that that is addressed, because one of the big things, as we even speak about the distribution in terms of our insurance and penetration, was the aspect of price. So this is one of its product that has addressed that aspect of price. So when you look at the product, it has different areas. Number one is in terms of the benefits that has been able to be addressed very well. The second aspect is on now the price. Is it affordable? As of course defined by the micro nature of our insurance, there are level and thresholds that you can be able to speak to it. 40 shillings per day, is that one met? Yes, it's met. So that is a huge thing that actually will be spoken from out of this product. So on the lowest cover, as I've mentioned, that would be around 40 shillings per day. Of course, for the 365, that speaks to around 400 shillings per month, around 336 actually when I calculated. So this is a good and an affordable cover for them. Our success is not basically numbers, but however, touching people's life. Would we be able to ensure that there's reduced issues and cases of informal workers accessing service? Of course, in partnership with even what the government is doing in terms of the shine on. But for us, it would be critically to ensure that we touch lives at whichever level. So our success is if we're able to touch many lives within the 6 months, that we'll be able to count it as success. We still say that there are close to around 2 million insured people in Kenya. But what we are saying is if within even the 6 months we can be able to touch 5% or 10%, that speaks to that, we'll be able to increase the margin of penetration in our country.